Welcome to the final episode of our Container Certification Series. My name is Aidan Madden and I work at Red Hat, assisting technology partners through the container certification process. Now we'll walk you through both manually uploading your container to connect and using the build service. If you've missed the previous episodes of the mini-series, we recommend going back and watching those first. They'll give you a thorough understanding of the container certification process up to this point. We will now go through uploading your image to your certification project. There are two ways to accomplish this, using the manual upload option or the build service. Manually uploading your project involves pushing your container from the command line using a container registry login and key. The build service automates this process by creating a path to a GitHub or GitLab repository that holds your container bits. Every time a new security update comes for Red Hat's base images, you'll need to re-upload your image to avoid having a low security grade for your container. This is the advantage of using the build service. It will automatically push an upgraded version of your image to the catalog, so you can avoid manually uploading every time a new security update is released. To access the manual upload option, click the human icon and company dashboard. Scroll down to the zone section and click on your certification project. This will bring you to your project page. Select Upload Your Image. Here you'll find the information needed to push your container to the registry: the container registry login, the registry key, the command for tagging your container, and the one for actually pushing it. Once you've pushed the container, it will go through our security scan. Click on the Container Information tab to view the status of your image's scan. You can view information about the scan by clicking the View link in the Actions column. If your image has failed the scan test, you can find the reason why in the Assessments drop-down table of the Scan Details section. You can click on the scan requirement that you failed to find information about how to fix your Docker file. The build option service is a similar process, but much simpler. Go back to your project page and select Build Service. Click the Configure Build Service tab. If you'd like the build service to automatically build and publish your container, and do it every time an underlying Red Hat base image is updated, toggle the Red Hat Container Build and Auto Build buttons to on. Below you will see a space to enter the Git URL to your host repository. Fill that in. Fill out the Docker file name field if your repository has a different name for its Docker file than the default Docker file name. For example, maybe you have Docker files using a few different Linux distribution base images, and you decide to call this Docker file rel Docker file. You can enter that correct name here. If your source code requires authentication, you can enter the SSH key here as well. If the container exists within a subdirectory, enter the file path here. And if it lies within a different Git branch than master, you can specify that here. Once you've filled out all the correct information, click Submit. Then select Start New Build. Enter a build tag name and click Submit. Your build will now go through our security scan. If you want to find more details about the build and log information, you can click on the build ID. This completes the tutorial on uploading an image using the manual and build service methods. Thank you for joining us for this container certification mini-series. Check back in the future for more tutorials.